You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Monday the 23rd of June, 2025. It is 3 days after the summer solstice. It is 91 days before the fall equinox. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 5th day of Messidor, the day of the mulet, the mule. The sun rises today at 5:25 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:58 p.m. The sun sets today at 8:31 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 9:04 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 9:47 p.m. The length of daytime today is 7 seconds shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waning crescent phase and is 4% full at midday. The moon reaches its monthly perigee at 12:43 a.m. today. The new moon will arrive on Wednesday, the 25th of June. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 2:52 a.m., 6 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 9:09 a.m., 1 meter 46. In the afternoon, low tide, 2:51 p.m., 15 centimeters. At night, high tide, 9:26 p.m., 1 meter 89. This is the Monday Reservoir Report for New York City. The Delaware Watershed. Cannonsville, 100% full. Papacton, 100%. Neversink, 100%. Rondout, 97%. The Catskill Watershed. Schoharie, 102%. Ashokan, 98%. The Croton System, 100% full. In our shared realm of plants and animals, deep dark green is the color of the height of summer. In the early leaving out, leaves are thin and translucent. Their green gestures to the yellow end of the spectrum. But now our urban forest has grown full. Leaves are thick, and their color has deepened and darkened. Under the hot sun, they give their best shade. Commemorations. On this day in 1611, Henry Hudson was set adrift in an open boat by his mutinous crew. It was his 4th voyage of exploration, and his ship, the Discovery, was in what are now Canadian Arctic waters. The crew trundled Hudson, his teenage son John, and 7 crewmen loyal to the captain into the small boat and supplied them some meager rations and tools. They would never be seen again. Ironically, the body of water that was the site of Hudson's death is now called Hudson's Bay. And yes, this is the same man for whom the Hudson River is named. He had taken his ship, the Half Moon, up the Hudson almost as far as today's Albany on a previous voyage in 1609. Today is the traditional date of William Penn's 1683 friendship treaty with the Lenape Indians in Pennsylvania. Although historians disagree about the nature of Penn's negotiations with the Lenape, and whether there was a single grand treaty or a series of verbal agreements sealed with exchanges of gifts, the event has entered American national mythology. It is widely held, however, that Penn and the Lenape enjoyed a largely peaceful relationship, and in his own writings he speaks with respect and some understanding of the native people he dealt with. Unfortunately, Penn's fairness and forbearance did not pass to the next generation, who began to exclude the Lenape from their lands. On this day in 1868, Christopher Sholes, Samuel Soule, and Carlos Glidden received a patent for the first commercially successful model of what they dubbed the typewriter. Sholes and Soule were printers by trade, and Glidden was a lawyer and an amateur inventor. They devised their prototype in a machine shop in Milwaukee. Sholes would go on to create the QWERTY keyboard in 1873, scrambling the letters of the alphabet across the keys so that frequently typed letters would not be adjacent to each other, causing the machine to jam up when they were typed in quick succession. On this day in 1961, the Antarctic Treaty came into force. It set aside all nations' claims to territory on the cold continent, forbade military activity there, and ensured the Arctic would be preserved for scientific research alone. Celebrate this forward-thinking moment of international cooperation. And that is the Observatory, Monday the 23rd of June, 2025.